Okay, what you guys just learned how to do in 5-6 was basically take your x's and put them together and take your numbers and put them together, and that's called simplifying. So what you just did there is going to make this look really easy now. Simplify expressions. Okay? Like terms, when I said you're grouping like things, we call those terms, okay? They contain the same variables to the same powers. Here's examples for you. Powers. Same variables to the same powers. Okay, so you can see they have variables, like this one has x squared and that one has x squared, so you can combine those two. This one has xy squared, this one has xy squared, so those are, you can combine those two. But this one is not. You don't have to write it down, but just look at it. 10x squared z and 22xz squared are not the same. They have the same variables, but they have different powers. You see how the squared is with the x on that one and the squared is with the z on that one? So those are not like terms. So only write it down if you want an example of not, but I just wanted to show you the difference. Okay. The constant is a term without a variable. Okay, it's part of the expression that doesn't have the variable. So that would just be like the plain old number. Remember, we just combined those numbers all by themselves? Okay? So the like terms are with the variable here, and the constant has no variable. So now when we're solving these and I say combine like terms, you guys know, okay, I'm combining my x's, or I'm combining my y's, or I'm combining just my constants. That's what we're going to be talking about. Are there any questions so far? So the constant is just like that number all alone, or numbers. Yeah.
Can the constant ever have, ever be squared? Like the same power?
The constant could be squared as long as there's no variable with it. Yeah, so if it's like 2 squared or 2 cubed or something. Yep. But no variable on the constants. Okay, so we're going to just do a couple little examples. So we're going to identify the terms, like terms, coefficients, and constants. Do you guys remember what coefficients was? I gave you that the other day. What does coefficient mean? You can look back in your notes if you want. Anyone know? Coefficient. Co means what? Anyone know what co means? Co what? Okay, but do you know what co means? No one knows what co means. What? Together, good. Together. So you know that the coefficient is together with something, right? Okay, so what is it, Taylor? The number in front of the variable. So like right there would be the -4. Over here, is there a coefficient with this one? There is. It's just imaginary. It's a 1, right? Okay, so we're going to identify them in this example. Okay, so basically it says identify the terms. Well, all of these are called terms, so I just put all. So 9y minus 4 minus 11y plus 7, they're all terms. Then we have to identify the like terms. The like terms. So what would that be? the 9y, the negative 11y, and also the constants are like terms, right? So the negative 4 and the negative 7. So those are all the like terms. Now we have to identify the coefficients. And Taylor just said that's the number in front of the variable. So what numbers are in front of the variables? You see them? Wow, you're smart. Negative 11. Don't forget the negatives. They're important. And then what are the constants? They're just the numbers.
11.
Negative 4 and positive 7. There's your constants. Okay? So on the homework it'll say identify all these things. I only give you one like that. Okay? So you know all of them are terms. You group the like terms. The coefficients are the numbers in front of the variable. And the constant is just the numbers without a variable. Easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just kind of defining how these expressions are made up. Okay. The next thing that we're going to look at with these is a term that's called simplest form. Simplest form. You know when you see like a problem and it says write the answer in simplest form? What that means is there's no more parentheses and no uncombined like terms. So if it says write in simplest form, you're just getting rid of parentheses and you're combining everything that you can. That's all that means. It's similar to simplify, right? Okay, so we're going to try one of those. We're going to write 4y plus y in simplest form. What's 4y plus y? How'd you know that?
Is it just add 1y? Y plus 1.
Uh-huh.
So it's 5.
But how did you know just to put them together like that?
Because they have the 1 y's.
Because they're like terms. Good. See what I mean about going backwards? It's a lot easier now. Okay? All right, let's try another one. Write that in simplest form. Raise your hand when you think you know it. What happens to the 7x's? Cross them off. 7x minus 7x is 0 x's, right? And negative 2 plus 6 is what? Negative 2 plus 6.
Negative 4.
And there's your answer.
Actually better.
Okay? Let's try this one. You try this one. We're going to get this so fast. It's going to be amazing. You're going to feel really smart right now.
4z.
4z minus z.
0.
Write it down. Don't say it. 4z minus z. Write it down. 4z minus z. It should be really fast. Like your hand should go up after you write it down because you know it. Minus z. Okay, Ethan, what's the answer?
3z.
3z. Raise your hand if you got 3z. So that's just like an imaginary 1 right there, right? 4 minus 1 is 3. All right, try this one. Shh. This one's really fast too. Try this one. 6 minus 3n plus 3n. Try that one. Really easy. Okay, Michael, what is it? No, not in. Not in. Rachel? Good. Because the negative 3n and the positive 3n make 0 n. Negative 3 and positive 3? Negative 3, positive 3 makes a 0. It's like 3 minus 3. Okay? Try this one right here. 2g minus 3 plus 11 minus 8g. 2g minus 3 plus 11 minus 8g. Raise your hand when you think you have it. Okay, Josh, what'd you get? Well, let's look here. We have 2g, right? I'm going to circle them. Minus 8g.
I knew it.
What's 2 minus 8, class?
10.
Minus, not plus. What's negative 3 plus 11?
8.
Good. It's the same thing as 11 minus 3, right?
What did I do? This is hard. Like 5 through 6 I did, but I don't get this one.
You have to keep practicing. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Page 390. 1, 2, and 4.